Can a judge dismiss a prosecution because of erroneous venue in his discretion, presumably?
I mean, it depends at which stage. A judge, if you move to dismiss the indictment because it's insufficiently alleged, then the judge can do that, and that wouldn't have preclusive effects. If it's after the close of the government's evidence and it's a Rule 29 motion for judgment of acquittal, then that would, that's the sort of, that, as this court said in Evans, is basically the same thing as a jury acquittal, and so that would have preclusive effects.
And can he do that dismissal with prejudice or without prejudice, depending upon the particular circumstances?
I don't think he could do it without, if he's making a sufficiency of the evidence determination on a Rule 29, as in he said the government's evidence is closed, I just don't think the government has provided sufficient evidence to support venue here, then
what about before that?
As in mid-trial? I think I don't know if there's a vehicle.
Or at the indictment stage.
Oh, yeah. At the indictment stage, the government could say the indictment isn't sufficient. The defendant could say, as we tried to say, it's not sufficiently alleged. The government can withdraw and try and go to a different venue. The judge can dismiss the indictment. He can go to a different venue. I think it might have issues.
Well, can he dismiss it with prejudice?
He can dismiss it with prejudice probably as to refiling in the same venue under issue preclusion principles. I don't think he could dismiss the indictment with prejudice as to any other prosecution in another venue, but that's there are basically two kinds of dismissals. There's the indictment stage and there's the sufficiency stage, and the government's cases try to blur that line, but this court has always said that distinction has fundamental consequences, because one is a sufficiency determination, and all agree this was a sufficiency determination, and the other is a question of the indictment and whether it's sufficiently alleged, and the government does get another chance in that